You are clever. Today is where you start taking control. It's time to be a super brain that makes you powerful. When Tony Robbins shared his story about an experience he and his family had during one Thanksgiving where they didn't have food, in that story, Tony asks us to focus on our decisions at every life-changing experience. Today, I would like to dive a bit deeper based on Tony's advice and talk to you about how to make those decisions well in advance and how to make them seamlessly. Clearly, we can never predict all of what life has to throw at us, but we can prepare for it as much as possible. And really, it all boils down to health, social responsibilities, domestic responsibilities, and finances. Today, we will speak of the men, the very, very few who from a very young age maintain dominance in their presence through wit or charm or looks or wealth. These are the men of focus in today's session, the beasts from the cradle to the grave. And even if you are not one of these, today is where you start taking control, acquiring the right tools, and begin winning at life. As men, we have been indoctrinated on the perfect life path, which is pretty docile and ridiculous if you ask me. And even though the bar has been set really, really low, most men can't keep up, and at some point of a man's life, he stops keeping up. He decides to take a back seat in the race of self-development. And then there are those who are unstoppable. They are beasts when it comes to following discipline and morals and righteousness. And from those few, a few make it all the way, while most of the others succumb to the comfort of life. The energy and motivation begins withering off gradually. And then there are those few, tough-skinned, purpose-driven men who will still make it through to the very, very end. And that is what we will speak about today. The 4 M's a man must possess at every stage of his life in order to remain a beast forever. And it all begins with the first M, which is what? Muscle. From middle childhood till around the ages of 16 to 18, you must focus on your physical strength if you want to be the alpha dog. Physical strength and fitness levels are imperative at this age. This phase sculpts your body forever, and without any explanation required. With the muscular look, you will be a force to be reckoned with. And if exercised the moral way, you will be the one that stands up for justice, for right and wrong. You will get the attention of the opposite gender, and you will earn the respect of family, friends, and foe. It's really that simple. Outwork everyone your age. Focus on your physique and your sports. Get strong. Know how to fight. Defend and never attack. These qualities will allow you to retain the position as a leader and as a protector of your pack. And in the seasons that we live in at the moment, there's weakness all around us. And so being strong takes just half the effort, but go all the way. Be a beast. The second M is mind. Between the ages of 16 and around 30 is the time you are understanding the most in whatever you are learning. You have questions, you have concerns, you are curious. This is good. And now you've got the muscles as well. This is the phase you need to start developing the mind while retaining the muscles. It's time to get clever, to be a super brain. All of the hours at the gym and the repetition of workouts has now made you a product of consistency, and so you know the power of consistency. When developing the mind, it's important to be exposed to a variety of content relatable to debates and vocabularies and cultures and religions and trends and politics and world social affairs. Develop your mind in every way possible. Learn a new language and a new skill every year. If you do this between the ages of 20 and 30, You would have had known 10 languages by now. Languages open you up to unbelievable wisdom. Keep educating yourself. Take risks to learn. Travel to learn. Work to learn. Serve to learn. Love to learn. Learn to master chess. It's important. Learn and not just get inspired by others. Learn. Acquire skills and knowledges that can earn you money and respect. You will be shocked how far 6 months of dedication can take you, let alone 10 years. And when you have a sharp mind, a quick mind that is full of data, that makes you powerful. You can hold powerful conversations without fear. You can influence meaningful decisions with your knowledge, important decisions in your family, in your workplace, in your community, in your city, or in your country. Why not even in the world? Your knowledge and thinking must take you there. And see, you have an advantage. Most people who live in this era are weak. They are lazy and are dependent on information being fed to them. So what they see has already been seen 8 billion times before. What they hear has already been heard 8 billion times before. And how they communicate their knowledge is pretty much yesterday's story by now. But not you. Because you are a thinker, you read between the lines, you know how to get educated, and you know how to educate the right way. You are clever. You've learned to learn and think and not just listen and forget. This is where you build your skills and your personality and your perceptions of money, of relationships, of life, and everything that will start entering your life from here on. Use your mind to get into situations that will benefit you. Use your mind to get the things you want. And it starts by planning ahead. Even if it's the smallest task in the world, plan your approach well in advance so that you always achieve what you've set your goals at. And then there's the third M, the mouth. Once you hit 30, more confidence kicks in. This is where you develop your speech. Be the loudest, most eloquent speaker in your group. Captivate people with your words and your thinking. And this is the skill you picked up in the first two M's while you were developing your muscles and your mind to well equip your mouth when you are ready for the world to hear what you have to say. Have that kind of mouth, whether it's a eulogy or a community event or an MC for a wedding. Be the guy with the wit, the spunk, the humor, along with facts and a great personality. Again, this is simple because the number one fear in the world is what? Public speaking. So you don't have real competition. Strive to be the best you can, even if you get jittery at times. Just know that it took you years of physical and mental training to give you the confidence and the leverage that no one else in your circle has. You can stop wars, mend hearts, and make angels cry if you know how to use your mouth the way it was meant to be used. And then there is the fourth and final M that will live past you after you are dead. And that is money. You want to remain at the top of your chain. Maybe your family, maybe your group of friends, or your community at large, or in entrepreneurship, or even if you are a philanthropist. Money allows leadership positions in all these situations. And money that is backed by generosity and genuine care with a burning desire to reduce as much suffering and as much pain in your family, in your community, in your country, and in your world as a result of your generosity. That's the goal. These four stages are to be stacked one on the other. You cannot just exert all your time and energy on just one. You cannot just go to the gym all your life and focus on your physical look. You cannot be a great communicator without good knowledge and posture and appearance. And you can't fulfill any of the three fully in the absence of money. Acquiring all the M's start early. And if you need to take someone's hand along the way, don't be embarrassed. That's how we all get to the next level. When someone offers you their hand, take it, learn and grow and get inspired and inspire others. This world is full of malice, really, full of weakness and full of adversity. Few can understand the changes in the phases of life and what is required at each step. Follow the advice that I have very carefully crafted for you. I do not promise you it's going to be easy, but I do promise you that you will never regret it. Be safe, be positive, and keep making the right decisions.